it's not a video unless I have at least one coughing fit during it. Hi there, it's Lynn Van Nieuwe. So I hope you guys all had a great Halloween. I'm actually filming this on Halloween night because usually we do a huge Halloween setup, but we didn't actually do that this year. So here I am filming a video. I don't have a whole lot of favorites this month, just a few things, so I'm just gonna go over them and share them with you guys really quick. Let's get started. So I'm gonna start off with more random items first, and then we'll move into makeup products and so on and so forth. So the first thing is actually, well, there's two things. They are crystals. So this one's an amethyst, and look how shiny it is. I love it. If you know anything about me, you know that I love crystals and I collect crystals, so it's pretty much, if you're stuck for finding something to get me, you can always get me a crystal because I will be real happy with that. And the second thing is an Angel Aura point. This little buddy was actually $7, so quite expensive, but well worth it. There's this particular store in my town that I really love to go to, and it is called Twin Flames Designs, and it's run by I'm not sure if she's college or university, but she's a student, so the store's kind of only open based around her school hours. Anytime she's open, I try and pop in and grab some stones or just look around. So the second thing was actually a wedding gift that Will and I received from one of my oldest friends. Her name's Megan, and I accidentally ripped the box. I was gonna show you, but there was tape on it and I ripped it, but it says lovebirds on it, and then you open it up and they're cute little birds, and they're salt and pepper shakers. And actually along the top here it says two little lovebirds sitting in a tree, KISSING. So freaking adorable. So I just needed to share that with you guys. The next thing is also sort of ties in with the crystals, and that is my Himalayan salt lamp. So it looks like this, and I'm banging it up. Everything will record and it lights up. Whoa, just looks like that. It's really heavy, so I'm like shaking. But yeah, it's a Himalayan salt lamp crystal thing, and it's supposed to draw out the positive ions in the air. So you're supposed to put it in an area where there's lots of electronics because it sort of balances out the ions in the air or something like that. It's supposed to be very good for you and healthy for you. So I don't actually know all there is to know about them. It was sort of gifted to me from my mother, so I don't know, you should definitely go and look that up online because I kind of just took a quick glance online and it seems like it's really beneficial to have and healthy for you, and it's cool. The next item before we move into makeup related products is this thing that we had done on our honeymoon. We actually went to Niagara Falls on the Canadian side because it's actually only like an hour and a half away from where we live. So we spent the weekend in Niagara Falls, and we went to Clifton Hill, which, if you're not familiar, it's like right downtown in Niagara Falls, and it's sort of the touristy area, so they have like attractions and shops and all kinds of stuff like that. We went to Clifton Hill and we had this thing made. I'll just show you what it is and then I'll kind of explain how we had it made. This is the item that we had made, and it is actually Will and I's hands. It's our hands, and we had to stick them in like this sort of like lubricating gel thing, and then we had to stick it in hot, boiling hot fucking wax, and we had to dunk it in 7 times in a row and then take a break and then do it 7 times in a row again, and we had to do it like 7 times 7. So yeah, it was kind of tedious and it was kind of painful, but well worth it. So yeah, it's our hands making a heart, looks like that. And then we had writing put on it, so it says "Together Forever." And we just wanted it in like the matte white. So that's what it looks like. And then that was originally going to be our wedding colors. So that's the color of writing we had put on it. So yeah, that's that. And I think it's super cute and super pretty and I love it. It cost about, I think it cost roughly $40 because 2 hands plus it was like $1 per letter that you had written on there or whatever. So it ended up being roughly $50, but I think it was well worth it because it's a keepsake that we get to keep from our honeymoon, and yeah, it's super adorable. So I keep seeing the lighting change and it is tripping me the fuck out. It keeps going from like this nice white to like a really like yellowy orange, and it's this stupid lamp that I have that sort of lightens me up because I'm filming in my bathroom right now because I usually film on my bed, as you guys may know, and I let the natural light come in, but it is 9:20 at night, so there's no natural light, so I figured the bathroom lighting was the next best option. So this is my shower curtain. Getting weird now. The next product is a makeup product. It is the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip, and my 2 favorites of the month is the color Tulle, which is this one, and this one is Avenue. And I'm actually wearing Tulle on my face right now, so I think they're really beautiful fall colors, and I've actually already done a review video on these lip products, so I will link that video down in the description box for you guys as well, so you can check that out if you haven't seen that yet. Then the next product is one of my ultimate go-to makeup products, and that is the Revlon Colorstay Liquid Liner, and I get mine in black, and it just has like a felt tip pointed applicator, so it looks like that, and you can just get really precise lines, and you can go from thin to thick, whatever you want. Moving on, I'm pretty sure that everybody's heard about this before. I'm, you know, not late to the party. I've been using this stuff for a long time, but I just sort of picked another one up and I'm starting to reuse it again, and that is the EOS Balm. My favorite one is the melon sort of scent flavor. I don't know if you would call it a flavor, but it smells like melons, and if you haven't tried this shit, I'm 110% serious. You need to go and try this because it is the most amazing lip balm you will ever find. I think they're a little bit pricey in comparison to others, but they honestly last forever. Like, they will keep your lips moist for hours, and they smell amazing and they work amazing, and I just love them. I think the packaging is so freaking cute. It's just like this little egg shape. If you haven't tried these, you definitely should. They're awesome. I'm pretty sure everybody's heard about them, but yeah, it's a favorite for me this month. Another favorite this month is actually this dress that I just picked up today. This is what it looks like. It's like super sparkly. Wee! Wee! Do you like? I actually picked up this dress from Giant Tiger and it was only 16 bucks. Ow! You were talking to me and distracted me, and I walked into the door frame. No, that hurt. Because you were talking and saying stupid things, and then I turned to look at you and I walked into the door frame. Okay, so moving into the last portion of this video, we are going to talk about my favorite book of the month and my favorite movie of the month. Now, it has been a while since I last filmed a monthly favorites video. The last one I filmed was in August. So I have read 2 books since then. So the first book I have read was Still Alice, and this book is by Lisa Genova. I picked this book up at a book sale, and I always, well, not always, sometimes I watch the movies before the books, but usually I tend to make sure that I try and read the books before I go and watch the movies. So that's what I did with this one. I read the book. It was devastating. The movie was actually really good, but I just feel like I cried watching the movie. So I mean, obviously, if I read the book and then I still cried watching the movie, then you know the movie did a pretty good job at covering the book. I think it did a pretty good job at covering the basics, but obviously with books, you always get more in depth, which is why I love reading the books more than I love watching the movies. And I know not all people are like that, but I'm like that. I love my books. So anyways, yes, this book is really amazing. I definitely recommend it. If you haven't heard about it, it's about Alzheimer's. The fuck? Things are falling on the floor and making noises. This book is about a woman who gets early onset Alzheimer's. I think she's in her mid-40s, and she happens to be a professor at some renowned college. I feel like it's in Boston. Don't quote me on that, but yes. It's about how getting early onset Alzheimer's really affects her life, and it's just a really amazing book. So I definitely recommend you check this book out. The second and most recent book I have read, which, as you know, I rip the little sleeve cover things off my books because I fucking hate them. I love hardcover books. I mean, I love softcover books too. Obviously, I don't have a preference, but when I do get the hardcover books, I always take the sleeves off and I throw them out because I cannot stand them. It's called Fiend by Peter Stenson, and if you love, okay, it just wants to focus on my face, but if you love anything to do with zombies, you are definitely going to love this book. It is quite an interesting and different spin on it, where essentially the only people that end up surviving during the zombie apocalypse are meth addicts. So it's basically what happens is, on some random day, everybody wakes up and they're reanimated. They wake up a zombie. And the only people who don't wake up a zombie are meth addicts. You figure it has to do with something with the chemical alteration of the meth in the system or something like that. But yeah, so it's about a bunch of meth addicts trying to survive in the zombie apocalypse, which is quite an interesting take on the zombie apocalypse. But you know, I love everything and anything zombie related, and if you're like that too, then you should definitely check this book out. It's really awesome. It made me laugh. It's, like I said, a really interesting spin on the zombie apocalypse, so definitely recommend, and you should check it out. And lastly, my favorite movie of the month. So my favorite movie of the month is actually a movie that I went and saw tonight, and that is Hotel Transylvania 2. Go figure, another Adam Sandler movie. And my last monthly favorites was an Adam Sandler movie, which was Pixels, and this time it was Hotel Transylvania 2, because as you would know if you watched my last monthly favorites video, my fiance, oh my god, my husband and I love Adam Sandler, and he collects all the movies. So it was in theaters, and we decided that we were gonna go see it in theaters tonight. So we went and saw it, and he actually fell asleep. There's something about movie theaters that just puts him to sleep, but I stayed awake and I quite enjoyed that movie. So yeah, I know it's an animated film and some people aren't into those, but it's more of it's not necessarily like an animated film that's just meant for children. It's pretty good for adults too. I thought it was quite funny and cute. Yeah, I just love Adam Sandler, so win-win. But anyway, that's it for my monthly favorites video this month. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you like my monthly favorite videos so that I know to keep them coming. Let me know in the comments down below what your monthly favorites are, because I'm always interested to know. Until next Sunday, keep shining. Bye.